Hi guys, this is อาจารย์ปัญชลีทองพานิช or อาจารย์ส้ม and welcome to the new semester. This is a video clip for the course English presentation for section 6, which will be online 100%. And the course code is 1006245. Okay, and I'm going to show you this screen. This is Google Classroom, which is the place where all the materials and all the assignments will be given to you here. So make sure you are able to access this class. The class code is MDUAKWC. And we also have the Google Meet link here. You can click here to access the online lessons, the live session, okay? And the details is right here. I will try to put this always on top, okay? So you can read the policies. So let's see together. So for this term, the university decided that all the lessons will be in a method called blended learning, which means that there's a blend between physical and online classes. And so in a way, it's up to the teacher's interpretation of how many percentage online, how many percentage offline, and how the assessment can cope with that. And the challenge for this section 6, which is on Thursday, starting at 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. is that a lot of students in these sections are international students. So the restrictions for this section is that all will be online, like I said. And so this is like how I planned the course. So let's see it together. First, of course, you must have access to Google Classroom and Google Meet to be able to join the class. And the second, the lecture-based content will be recorded as video clips, and the clips will be posted on YouTube. The access links will be posted on Google Classroom, like this post, okay, prior to class. So make sure, this is very important, make sure you watch those clips before meeting on a live session via Google Meet, okay? Because the lecture, the content will be there, and the live session on Google Meet, that will be for group work and brainstorming, and then questions and answers, discussion part, okay? So make sure you watch the video first. And you might wonder, how are we going to manage the time? So for 3 hours, normally that would be in class, right? But because of COVID-19, it has to be online instead. So the way we are going to do this is that the 3-hour period, so between 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, that will be divided into 2 parts, okay? Cut them in half. The first 1.5 hour, which is between 1 p.m. until 1.5 hours here, it means half the time, okay? So 1.5 hours means 1 hour and 30 minutes. So between 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Thursday, you don't have to be in class online or offline, okay? For normally, okay, this is for normal classes, but when we have assessment, like the group presentation, the time will move back to start from 1 p.m., okay? But don't worry, I'll keep reminding you each week when the next class is going to be online, offline, and start from which time, okay? So 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., that's your own time, okay? Your own free time. But That time should be used for what? Self-study session via video clips posted on YouTube. So I will always posted the YouTube link of a video such as this that we're doing like this on YouTube, and then I'll post the link here in Google Classroom before Thursday, okay? Within that week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, always before class, okay? For you to learn on Thursday, okay? For 1.5 hours first. And then the second half, which is between 2:30 p.m. until 4 p.m. That will be a live session, okay? So you still have class with me. We will still meet every week, okay? But that will be a live session on Google Meet, okay? To have what? A group discussion, both via Google Meet, okay? So live session with me and also group discussion. Now, how are we going to do this? The question. Now, the answer is that you have to access the Google Meet link that I just showed you here, right? You see the link here? When it's 2:30 p.m. every Thursday, access this link, okay? So we can meet online. Follow the link here. And so after we did some group discussion, after a brief overview or maybe a summary, I will ask you like, okay, what do you think of the posted of the clips about the contents? Do you understand anything? Do you have any questions? And then after that, it will be you will be separated into groups, and for that group session, each group will have its own link, okay? The link here that you see, okay, the Google Sheet, that I have shown the, the Google Meet link for each group here, okay? So let's see together. Now, these are just blanks, okay? But you can choose which group you want to appear in. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just created 9 at first. There might be like in the end only 7 groups or only 8. We'll see. Why? Because here it says group of 4 to 5 students. Okay, so it's your choice, whoever you want to pair up with. If you're not sure who to pair up with, or if you already put the numbers here, your ID, student ID, okay? And then your full name, first name, last name. After you put this information, at least your friends can contact you. You can join groups together by what? Do you know? The official email of all of you, the Lamduan mail, okay, is your ID 62 and then at mfu.ac.th. Okay, that's it. And then you can email that person to talk. Or if you, for the first time, if you really have no way of contacting that person and you're still not sure how to communicate, I already created the Google Meet session, your own private rooms, okay? Here, each group will have different link, okay? So once you click these links, you have your own Google Meet group, okay? And then you can join and you can talk. So after the session, so first half, like I said, after we meet each other, and then when I ask you to do your brainstorms in groups or do some group discussion, I would like you to access this Google Sheet, okay? And then in your own group, and then always use these links, okay? Or if you really have problems with this link, then create your own. It's okay, as long as you tell me, okay? So that I can see how you discuss in groups. So imagine that if it's in actual class and you are in groups of 4 or 5, I would normally walk around the room and hear what you're talking about, right? And then ask questions and then you tell me answers. But now, since it's online, you have your own room, okay? And then I will access these rooms, okay, to see what you are discussing. So make sure you discuss in English and not just gossiping about, what to eat tomorrow, okay? So it's still learning time, huh? Okay? Okay, let's come back here. Now, next topic, every week, okay, even if we don't see each other, we only see each other for like what, 1 hour and 30 minutes each week, but the rest of the time you still have assignments, okay? This is supposed to be like your helping marks, helping scores, okay? 10%. It can be yours for free. No, you have to submit assignments, okay? We want you to be a better presenter, to do better presentation. So we want you to look at clips, look at how like the best presenter in the world do their talk, do their presentation, okay? So that's why we have an assignment called Video of the Week, okay? So there are 2 forms that is uploaded already, okay, on Google Classroom. You can find it in classwork here, okay? Your participation and attendance score, if you look at the course syllabus, okay, it's 10%. And I'm willing to give you full 10 score if you submit this assignment weekly, okay? And do so and fill out and submit the form regularly until week 14. Okay, that's it. 14 week, starting from week 2 until week 14, and then you get a full mark, 10%. But if you, but don't panic. Okay, if this week you completely forgot to do this assignment, you can do it. What do you call it? You can write to the assignment for 2 weeks instead. So let's just say that, okay, week 2 you did it, but then week 3 you forgot. So on week 4 you can submit what you forgot to write on week 3, okay? So week 4 you might have to watch like 2 clips instead of 1, but you can still submit the form back, okay? So at the end, like after week 14, I will look at all these forms, and then if all the slots like from week 2 to week 14 are all filled, 10% for you, okay? Okay, so how are you going to do it? Week by week, you have to submit the file, and then the next week, resubmit the form, okay? But how? Okay, with new contents. So, like the first, like on week 3, you submit, or on week 2, you submit the form with only contents for week 2. But then on week 3, you have to also the same form, okay? Write week 3 content, and then resubmit it. And then you can, I can see your progress, okay? Week 2, week 3 will be on that form, okay? Okay, if you're not sure, here it is, okay? Classwork. I haven't published this post yet, but you can see the details here, okay? Video of the week. There are details here, okay? There are 2 forms. This is the form that I talked to you about. So there are directions to watch at least 1 speech or presentation video per week. And then what you have to record is the video title, the summary in your own words, okay? Don't copy the video's description underneath the YouTube section, okay? Your own words, okay? I don't mind about grammars, okay? Just write in your own words. And then, of course, new things you learn. But in this case, new word or phrase you haven't known before, okay? And don't forget to name, ID, and section here. Huh? Okay? week 2 until week 14. That's it. If you completed this form, you get full 10% mark. Okay? Okay, let's go back to the first page. Now, what about the exams now? I've talked about the participation score, right? So with this course, there are no midterm and final exams. Hey, beware, there are still quizzes. Okay, we have 2 quizzes, quiz 1 and quiz 2. Okay, quiz 1 is on the 8th of October, and quiz 2 is on the 26th of November. Mark these dates on your calendar. Whether you are going back home or be in your hometown or somewhere at all, the test will happen in Google Classroom, okay? And going to submit. So like I said, it will be posted on Google Classroom. So make sure you have stable internet connection on that day, okay? Very important. And the time will be between 1 to 4 p.m., okay? During that time, I'll tell you more when it's near the time. I'll remind you again about the specific time and specific instructions, okay? So you are expected to download the quiz. It's Microsoft Word, okay? And then so you have to download. Don't just edit the ones posted here, okay? You have to download to your computer first. Finish it. If you answer all the questions there, and then submit it back on Google Classroom. Don't forget to hit submit, okay? Don't just attach the file. You have to click submit the assignment, okay? Within the time frame. So these are like the overall broad guidelines, okay, for how this class is going to be. So if you have any questions at all, even if it's online 100%, feel free to contact me via email, okay? I will show you in the PowerPoint later, okay? So any problems at all, any comments, any feedbacks, contact me, okay? You are not alone in this. We're going to get through this together, okay? Okay. Now, let's see this one. Okay. Now, let's see the overall picture of this course, okay? The details, the gist of it. Okay, yes, I can do full screen. That's good to know. Now, English presentation, the course code is 1006245, like I mentioned, section 6, okay? Like I said, welcome back. And in these slides, there are going to be information about the course materials, class overview, description, objectives, assessment, grades, and then class rules, okay? So, my info, okay? Like I said, my name is Ajahn Som. That's my nickname. But my full name is Ajahn Dr. Panchali Thongpanit, okay? And this is the email you're going to be contact with me, okay? panchal.tho@mfu.ac.th, okay? If there's really some urgent things that you want to contact me about and you are afraid that the email is not fast enough, emergencies, okay? You can find me on Facebook. The name is Panchal Som, okay? And then even if we are not friends, you can use Facebook Messenger to send message to me, okay? Okay, so that's another way. And then if you want to meet in person, at my office, it's in E1, room 209, okay? But you have to make an appointment first, okay? Because I won't always be on my desk 7 days a week, okay? I have other classes too, so make sure you show me, you make an appointment via email first, okay? And then my mailbox is number 104. As for the course materials, it's already posted on Google Classroom, okay? So, like I said, the lecture part, it will be a video clip like this. So I will post the YouTube clip there. if anyone at all really have problems with accessing YouTube and you prefer to see the actual footage, the actual video clip, tell me privately, okay? I can maybe share the drive for you because the size is going to be quite big, so I can't attach the file through email, okay? It's going to be too big, but we'll figure some ways, okay? So like I said, always you must watch that video clip before class, okay? Or any materials that I posted. And if you love the word, of course, if you need to print it, use recycled paper. What else? So, and come to class prepared to learn every day. So every time we meet on Thursday, even if it's online, be prepared to learn, okay? And for the assessment, okay, this is the key part. There is a point for class attendance and participation, okay? That's why the 10% is important. Do you know why? Because even if you haven't completed all the 14 week in that form, that video of the week, if you miss like 5 or 6, but at least if you show me that you join every video session, every live session, then I can see that you are participating in this course, that you really care, then that can help with the score, okay? And what else? So, and with the quizzes, like I said, we have quiz 1 and quiz 2 in week 7 and week 14. That is 20%, okay? So each quiz equals 10%. That's quite a lot, okay? So make sure you read all the materials before quiz, okay? Now, as for the actual presentation score, there are 4 presentations, okay? We have both individuals and group presentations. The first 2, you can see there's the word group here, right? But the key points is that you will be marked individually, but you have to work with your group to design the presentation, okay? And I will talk about the details of each assignment again. So a visual message, this is the first presentation that will be marked, okay? It's 15% on week 5. And then academic group presentation, that will be in week 8, 20%, okay? That's quite a lot. Then we have individual presentation. And individual, this one, advertisement, okay? So you have to convince people to buy something. That is in week 13, 15%. And the last one, like the grand, what you call give all, okay, for this presentation, that would be individual, and it's in week 15 and 16. So 2 weeks, you'll be separated into, the first half will be in week 15 and the second half will be in week 16, okay? And the assessment is 20%. So as you can see here, the group presentation, the individual presentation, altogether 40% plus 30%, that's 70%. So make sure you find time to practice your presentation, okay? This is different from other courses. Like other courses, you might be like, okay, I want to skip class, and then on the like exam day, you really work hard and then you got good score. Yes, you can. But here, the 70%, that's a lot of mark for the presentation. So make sure you practice it. Don't just come on that day and then wing it. Okay, like just do it. Practice first. Okay, practice is key here. Now, okay, let's see. Participation for 10%. Like I said, you should be an active learner. Okay, so try to speak. And then study the course materials and be on time. What else? When called on, try to answer. And so don't depend on your friends. And then you're always earning participation points as long as you show me you care. Okay? And then complete the assignment called video of the week. Okay? And then this weekly homework, this will not be graded, but it will help you improve your presentation skill immensely if you do it every week. I will always assign as homework, but I will let you practice this with your own group. Okay, I won't judge it. There won't be any marks for this, but I will provide some time for you within the group, 4 to 5 people. Okay, to take turns performing that homework. Okay, the homework there'll be different topics, okay, for you to practice on your own presentation as a homework, but it will be only within the group. Okay, I won't participate in that. You won't be marked by that, so try to relax and just do it. Okay, now for the video of the week, it's part of the presentation point, like I said. And the details are as followed. You have to watch at least one speech or presentation video per week. The worksheet that I gave you, that form that I mentioned, the details, right? You have to record the video's title and a short summary or response, okay? Your own response, like, to the video, okay? Or it can be a summary. A new vocabulary, word or phrase, and its meaning, okay? And I will use it to take attendance. Like I said, you have to submit it weekly, okay? And then come to class, ready to share your video with the class. This is like for physical classes. But anyway, even if we have live session, like I said, I will put aside time for group discussion. That is the time that for you to talk with your own group, okay? And like I said, outside of class learning actually is the best learning, because as you watch tons of videos from week 2 to week 14, you see lots of good examples of how to give good presentation, okay? And it will be an immense learning from that point. Next, okay, this is like the first presentation assessment you are going to face. Is called a visual message. With this one, like I said, a group of 4 to 5, you are going to create a creative project, okay? How creative? Well, you have to select images and present them to the classroom. So these images, you have to think of an outline first, okay? So each of you will have to select an image, but then you have to find the connection between these pictures, these images, and then find the same theme, okay? Find one message that can connect all these images together, okay? That's why you have to create an outline and then present a coherent message, okay? So even if you have, like, if I shows a picture of leaf, the other person choose human, okay? And then another friend choose a tall tree, okay? Tree. These 3 pictures, they are totally different, but maybe you can come out with the theme together. So that theme could be nature, man and nature, right? So maybe it's like you should save the environment. Then that's it, okay? As long as you got a coherent message from all these pictures, okay? And what kind of image does it have to be? Well, the images could reveal significant memories to the audience. So you might show pictures of like past events, maybe like slavery period, or anything that you feel like can relate to the audience. Or you can find pictures that can give advice to the audience, like the picture of maybe like recycle bins, okay, to remind them to separate, like to separate the trash before anyone put the trash in the bin, okay? Or to present themselves to the audience, okay? So, like I said, these pictures like represent part of you. What part is that? Why do you choose this message, this picture, and what does it say about you, okay? And all these pictures all together, only 5 minutes. So it's only a short presentation, okay? Kind of like just, if you have 4 to 5 people, around 1 minute each, okay? So not that long at all. It's just like the first, first assessment to make you comfortable with presentation. That's in week 5, okay? So make sure you don't miss this class, okay? There'll be assessment. Next is the academic group presentation. So this is the second group presentation, but this time the genre is specific. It's academic, okay? So the groups will research a relevant academic topic and teach the audience about it. So it's going to be some new information. You have to do some research, okay? And it's going to be like, it's not just normal pictures that now you have to teach them. So you're going to be a teacher now. And the topic list will be proposed by the students. These topics, all your choice, okay? I won't force you to present any particular topic, okay? But for those topics to be counted as academic topics, it has to be the subject matter that requires sufficient research, okay? And evidence in order to be presented effectively. So you can't just say, okay, today I would like to present about a theory that a chicken is born before an egg. Yeah? And then you just say, okay, in my opinion, I think a chicken should be born first. And then that's it, the end of the presentation. No, you have to do research. Maybe you can find information that, okay, some scientists do really take this question seriously, and they do like do some experiments to determine whether a chicken or an egg was born first. Okay, so what's the outline here? Okay, so of course a formal outline. Okay, outline here is like the big introduction, the body or the content, and then the conclusion. Okay, that's an outline, but this one, it has to be formal because it's an academic presentation. Okay, formal visual aid. So make sure that if you use Google Slides or PowerPoint, it has to be formal. Here means like because it needs sufficient research and evidence, right? So you have to show graphs, show information, show the sources of your information. That's the key, okay? Your information on that slides will have to be accompanied by proper reference, okay? Which website, which book, the name of the author, the name of the website, okay? It needs to be there, okay? And the time is longer. It's not just 5 minutes anymore. Now it's 10 to 12 minutes, okay? And the grades will be individual, see? Individual grades. But the project is as a whole, okay? Week 8 for this one. Now, for advertisement, this is individual, okay? Creative, persuasive presentation. This is the key, okay? You have to persuade someone to do something. And in this case, you have to utilize persuasive presentation techniques, which we would teach you, okay? Don't worry. There'll be materials for this. And also use rhetorical devices. You might not be familiar with these terms, but it's actually a way to say things without the literal meaning. I mean, it might not mean it's not the Google translation meaning, okay? It's something like, oh, you are an angel. She is not an angel. She's a human being. She's a woman, okay? She's a human being, of course. But when I say she's an angel, it means, oh, she's so kind. She's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. That, like an angel, that's part of like an example of a rhetorical devices, okay? But of course we'll learn about this, don't worry. And what does it mean to have a persuasive presentation? Well, you will have to create your own product or service. Create your product, create your service, anything you want. It can be even imaginary, like flying shoes, okay? Or translating glasses, or even like some real life product. It's okay. Thermal jacket, like jacket that can keep you warm. It's okay. But what makes it special? Why should people want to buy your product? That's it. That's the gist of it. Okay. So it has to be a short, entertaining. So with this one, you can put jokes. You can put any persuasion technique you learn. Okay. To entertain people even, okay, sales presentation. This one is what we call a pitch, okay? You have to pitch your product. Make sure they buy your product, okay? To attract customers. That's the main goal. And it's only a short presentation, 2 to 3 minutes. That's all, okay? That's after the midterm week, and it's in week 13. Huh? And for quiz, okay, quiz 20%. Quiz 1, the content of the quiz will be about presentation structure. So introduction, conclusion, body, you name it, okay? That's in week 7. And then quiz 2, another 10% will be about types of presentation and rhetorical devices. That'll be in week 14. Okay? And the last one, the last one, formal individual presentation. Formal, as the name suggests. So, similar to the academic presentation, you have to research a topic, okay? Whatever topic you choose, even if you want to present about cheese, okay? Cheese is a common thing, but if you do research, if you find information about cheese, like maybe the various types of, not just various types of cheese, but maybe you have to learn like the, what do you call, like chemical elements or some scientific research, or even like some deep info about cheese, okay? But the reason for these research, these papers, these information is because you need to persuade the audience to take some action. That's the key, okay? Take some actions. So you can't just say, okay, there are 2 types of cheese. Okay, we should eat cheese. That's it. No, that's too short. You have to find some research to promote your viewpoint, to promote your stand, okay? If you want people to eat cheese more, then find some benefits about cheese and then persuade them to actually tomorrow, okay, I want to buy some cheese because I learned today that, it's very useful and delicious. So tomorrow I go buy cheese, okay? You have to make the audience feel like that, okay? So the topics should be persuasive and require extensive, okay? Extensive here is very in detail, a deep research, okay? And organization. You can't just wing it on that day, okay? Don't just show up and then think of something to talk, okay? Prepare first. Now, once approved, because I have to approve it, individuals will effectively prepare to present their topic. So when you have to prepare, you have to think about the vocabulary because it's formal. You can't just say, yo, man. No, not like that, okay? Evidence, of course, which means you need to find references. Any information you find, don't forget to write the book's name or the website, okay? The links, whatever, access date and stuff, okay? Explanations, of course, examples, and rhetorical devices. Which device do you plan to use? Huh? So, and on the presentation day, students will submit what? There are 3 things they have to submit. This is on 2 weeks, like I said, because it's individual and it's 7 to 10 minutes. That's long, okay? So we have to separate the group, like the whole class into 2, okay? The first half on week 15 and the second half on week 16. What do you have to submit then? A formal outline, a formal visual aid, could be PowerPoint, could be flowchart. No, it can't be, it's physical. It has to be online, something that can be shown online, okay? And then a 7 to 10 minute formal presentation about that topic, okay? Okay, and that's it. Now, are there any questions? I know that this is a video clip, so you can't actually respond to this video, but you can comment down below the YouTube, okay? This is on YouTube, right? So you can comment underneath in the comment section, or you can even put your questions on Google Classroom. Okay, and when I posted the clip, then there's also a section where you can comment. You can put your questions there too. Okay, so if there's nothing more, then okay, that's the end, and I'll see you on a live session. Okay, live session next week. Okay, bye guys.